The Rams won the Super Bowl, but the real winners are all the crypto platforms who stole the show of Super Bowl 56.
We're going to share our favorite Super Bowl commercials, why crypto and NFTs were the biggest winners at the Super Bowl, and what does this mean for the future of NFTs and crypto. Welcome to Goats in the Metaverse. I'm Yossi Hasson.
Welcome, my friend. I am Stanley Meytin, the Monday hangover after the Super Bowl, and the crypto community has a lot to talk about today. We'll get all into it, but first, let's talk about my favorite part of the show, the Goat Vault.
The Goat Vault. We are sitting on 87,880. It seems like the same number that we were on last week. Those eights are coming back. It must be a lucky trading time for us in NFT land.
88888. The number is very similar, but ETH is down. ETH is down. ETH is down to $2,900. I believe last time we had a show was around $3,200. So pretty significant drop right there, which means one thing. Let me make a prediction. Nostradamus says NFTs are up.
NFTs should be going up. Oh, look at that. Nostradamus is right. NFTs are up almost across the board. Bored Ape Yacht Club almost back at the 100 ETH price point. CryptoPunks up. Mutant Apes up. Deadfellas up. CloneX up. Cool Cats up. World of Woman, Fluff World, Cyberkongs. Only our V Friends and Doodles and Guttercat Gang are not up. But I give them time and I'm sure they'll catch up and be up in the days to come if the ETH continues its movement downwards.
Absolutely. And let's quickly check in on our top three movers and losers. What we got? Booyah! Art Blocks back in the green.
Back in the green, and Cyberkongs taking the number one spot. That's a new addition. We haven't seen Cyberkongs hit the number one spot just yet. So interesting to see what's been happening within the Cyberkongs movement and community. I'm sure there's some cool announcements that we got to get up to speed with for you.
Absolutely. And bottom three, we got punks. Punks are down. There has been some big news last week, but punks are down and V Friends are down. Which is interesting considering the fact that V Friends does not fluctuate and move as much as some of the other NFTs, but they are down this week. Let's get into hot off the mint. This one is actually happening right now. This is happening. Ririsu. Probably saying it wrong, but that's fun to say.
Well, we are seeing another type of anime PFP coming into the market, similar to Azuki. Since then, we are seeing a number of Asian-focused types of PFP hitting the scene, and Ririsu is no exception. Joined January 2021, already 47,000 followers on Twitter, 50,000 members in the Discord. Minting is happening as we speak. Mint price is 0.088 today. And secondary, already seeing some pricing movement, 0.21 on OpenSea. Hard to see why this project is hot off the mint, but this is what's happening. You know, the on-chain data does not lie. And in the past 2 hours, we already have 3,000 collectors of this project. So it looks like it's destined to sell out if the trajectory continues. 5,555 citizens of Tokyo is how they position the project. It's all Japanese art, 200 unique traits, 25% of all secondary market royalties go into a community wallet, and 75% of all merch sales go into a community wallet. And I did see part of the team. There's quite a well-known merch artist who is part of the team. So I imagine she'll be doing all of the designs on the merch. We also picked up that there's a coin coming out soon. There's Metaverse Land, and Yarios.eth, one of the main founders, has been on Twitter since 2011. If you watched our previous shows about being doxxed or being transparent, it seems at least that while we don't know the names of most of the creators and the people behind the project, their Twitter profiles are legit, and we can see mentions of other projects and other work that they're doing. So at least it seems to be a legitimate, at least anonymous team behind this project today. And that's how hot off the mint. Stanley, are you buying?
Yeah. 200 unique trades, Japanese art. I'm a little bit over Japanese art, but that's me. 25% of secondary market royalties go into community wallet. We're not exactly quite sure what they're going to do with that money, but it is going back to the community. And 75% of all merch sales are going back to a community wallet as well. So it looks like they are giving something back. They also talk about coin, Aaron in phase 3. You could stake it. Too ambitious for me. Once we start talking about coins, and I start to lose a little bit of interest. And also, one of the links on their website to the second founder does not work. The devil's in the details, my friend. If your links on your Twitter, on your launch date are not working, I am not minting your project. There, I said it. The artist does look like the artist is legit. She has 28,000 followers. She's an anime artist from Canada. I believe she is doxxed. Yeah, I don't know. You have to be nervous. We did see a rug pull last week from
alleged rug
alleged. Sorry,
alleged rug
hashtag alleged. Hashtag not financial advice. We did see an alleged rug pull from Squiggles. Am I correct? Last week,
Squiggles.app. Yeah, and I would confuse it with Squiggles, the generative art project of Art Blocks. This is a PFP collection that started out with 10,000 unique NFTs sold on a Dutch auction mechanism. So it wasn't going for the typical 0.088 price point. They started off the Dutch auction and started off at 1 ETH on that Dutch auction price. Well, I think it might have even been 3 ETH and got down to 1 ETH. There was a Twitter thread that was brought up to say that this has all the signs of a rug pull. The developers were buying their own NFTs and trading them to show high secondary market volumes. And there was a whole bunch of other dubious behavior happening. And again, all of this data is on chain. You have people who can see everything and are able to then say, is this legitimate activity or is it not? And also, the art of the project doesn't look that incredible. So for a project charging 1 ETH on a Dutch auction, it seemed a little ambitious and a little bit crazy. So that was the big news from the week last week. Squiggles.app was the controversy on whether this project should sell out and whether it really is a legitimate project to follow or not. I personally did not buy any, and I'm just watching from the sidelines to see what's going to happen this week.
Do your own research. I think that's the one takeaway you should take. You should take what you off this show. Do your own research. Don't fall into FOMO. You're better off sometimes passing and maybe buying down the line, saving that money. Right, your secondary investment might be larger in the secondary market, but at least you have had time to see how the community is reacting, how how the founders are following that roadmap. So yeah, I mean, sometimes it's better to sit out and see what actually happens. But at least you're not going to be stuck with a project that might go to zero or close to zero, and you're losing money. Yeah. Well, something exciting happened. I'm a big football fan. The Super Bowl was last night. Yossi, are you familiar?
I've heard of it.
You heard of it? Yeah. The Super Bowl. Or based on what was happening yesterday, it seemed like the Crypto Bowl. It was crazy. The one ad that got my attention, it wasn't the Coinbase ad. It was probably one of the first crypto ads that came out. Screen went blank, and all of a sudden you see a QR code just dancing on the screen. I turned around to my family and I said, I'm going to make a bet. This is Coinbase. And just like that, I hit the QR code, went to the app. It was Coinbase. And Coinbase crashed last night. I believe they got something like 20 million hits on this ad, which they spent $7 million on. Here's the bright side of it. The production value of this ad probably cost about $150. Because there wasn't none, but it got everybody's attention, and that's just creativity, right? I mean, sure, some people were like, "What the hell is Coinbase? Is this all about crypto? What is this crypto?" And they kicked off the Super Bowl commercial. Yeah, they were the first crypto ad, and I thought they did a really great job of getting that attention. Thoughts?
If only they had spent as much on the ad as they could have on making sure that their site was up, and it would have all been a effective strategy. So, when you're displaying an ad to 100 million people, that's the number of people that watch the Super Bowl. You would have expected that they would have upgraded some servers on the back end so that that traffic could have actually had a pleasant experience. Seems like a lost opportunity for Coinbase, but clever maneuvering there.
Let's blame it on Web 2. It's Amazon's fault. It's the Amazon servers.
Definitely.
We don't know that if it's Amazon, but it's somebody else's servers in Web 2 that crashed. It wasn't Coinbase's fault. Web 3, we're good.
Other ads that were on the Super Bowl, we saw for the first time in the Super Bowl a attribution towards a crypto project. You would have seen the project with Nouns. For those of you who don't know who Nouns is a daily 3D PFP project that gets released, and you would have seen for a second the glasses from Nouns popping up in this Bud Light ad. And we saw a few weeks ago Bud Light buying a noun from the Nouns DAO and changing it to their profile picture, and the Nouns community going wild, saying, "We're going to be in the Super Bowl," and the glasses were there. So we're starting to see Web3 culture starting to go into mainstream culture. And if you're thinking, what does this mean for NFTs? Well, I don't want to say up only, but it feels very much like up only.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of conversation. There was some other ads, Expedia, TurboTax mentioned crypto. There was a lot of mainstream kind of talking the narrative about crypto and NFTs. There was a little bit of disappointment. Everybody thought Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and 50 Cent were going to come out in Bored Ape costumes. They did not. I was a little bit disappointed. I thought the halftime show was excellent. I'm a big fan of that genre of music, and I thought they absolutely crushed it. But there was no pay of homage to the Bored Ape Yacht Club or any other NFTs during the show, which I was a little bit disappointed in. But listen, I think that, yeah, this is just kind of like, we're such a small dot, in the world, right? Like our people, our culture, and already we're getting some play in Super Bowl ads. I think that is something to be excited about. And listen, Coinbase, whatever it was, 20 million people saw that ad. Maybe they got a percentage of those people that registered, and soon they're releasing an NFT platform. What does that mean, right? Did they convert now new users that might have been watching the Super Bowl that said, "Hey, I don't really even know what Coinbase is," or "I'm interested in it." Now they did their due diligence, they converted, and the future is bright, my friend.
Future is bright. And for those of you thinking about, well, you wanted to see some Bored Apes in the Super Bowl, it just goes back to the old adage of sell the rumor, buy the news. And that's what happened on what's going on in the market today. Everyone thought that Bored Apes were going to have their heyday, and it didn't happen.
Somebody did.
It's a time to reinvest in the Bored Ape Yacht Club community, because the prices could be going down in a bit. What's happening, Stanley?
Well, I was just going to say, it was a perfect segue. Sell Bored Ape, according to Yossi, and buy, not financial advice, buy CryptoPunk. Somebody did buy a CryptoPunk for a world-breaking sale of $27 million. Is that correct?
It was 8,000 ETH, $23.7 million. But, what's a couple of $1 million between friends? $23.7 million to buy a alien CryptoPunk, still the highest selling CryptoPunk to date. And I would say the highest selling PFP to date. There has been no PFP that has managed to come close in numbers, even though we've seen a tremendous rise in the Bored Ape Yacht Club community. We're talking about a couple of $1 million for the highest selling ape, whereas CryptoPunks still holding that OG title and being able to get that kind of pricing, despite not licensing it, despite not giving you the full commercial rights to the PFP, it really is seeing itself as that collector's item that is commanding that kind of pricing.
And Clone X is just breaking records every single day. They had a big sale as well, 302 ETH. Listen, can they give a Bored Ape Yacht Club a run, right? I mean,
It looks like it.
Nike, hello, Nike, is anybody listening? Adidas, like, we're gonna go to Bored Ape. Nike's like, hold my beer. We're gonna buy Clone X, and we're just gonna make a lot of noise, and that is happening. It's all happening. It's all happening right here. You gotta tune in daily, because the worst thing that could happen is you could learn something. Hashtag not financial advice. Navigate through this crazy world of NFTs and this crazy journey, and have some fun along the way. What do you say, Yossi?
I'm having fun and learning as we go, and we'll be back tomorrow to tell you everything else that's happening in this crazy world of NFTs. So hit that subscribe button, smash it. Remember the Goat Vault. The only way to win is by being a subscriber. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I can't wait. See y'all tomorrow.